Welcome to another video. Today we are playing Icejade Egyptian Gods in Platinum rank, and we're playing a budget deck. And great thing about budget deck, very accessible. Alright, opponent is going first, and they're playing the new hotness, Kelbeck. Gonna mill 5 cards from each player's deck when it's sent to the graveyard. Opponent's sent 2. We gotta take a look. A lot of nonsense has happened. Let's just take a quick look at our opponent's graveyard. Shadow Fusion, Noah Punk, Herald of the Green Light, some Needlebug Nests. The Kelbeck obviously is in there, and the Foolish Burial. Alright, in our graveyard, they milled Dark Hole, Rainbow Bridge, we'll come back to that, Cyframe Gamigator, Mount of the Bound Creator, and Cyframe Driver. This Rainbow Bridge, a bit of a spicy tech, gonna turn any of your Foolish Burial Goods, which sends a spell or trap from the deck to the graveyard, turns Foolish Burial Goods into a Terraforming. You can just banish this Rainbow Bridge from the graveyard and search for any field spell. So let's show that off right now. Opponent thankfully milled for us, so we get to do that search. Now you do have to run a brick in your deck. Any Crystal Beast will do. We got the Tortoise, and we're gonna add that Icejade C-Note Anion Cradle. This card is our one of our 3 URs. That's UR number 1, and let's show off some of that Icejade power. Icejade Cradle. Gonna search for the Cosmoclore. And we're going to normal summon Agerine. Now, the reason we're running this with Icejades, there's a lot of synergy, but one of the main reasons is Icejades can set up a very sweet lock where we negate all our opponent's monster effects. Opponent discarding Herald of the Orange Light and an Yugioh to negate the effect of our Icejade Agerine to search, though. So let's go into the graveyard. We were going to search for an Icejade Curse. I can show you that right here. Click on related cards. We were going to search for an Icejade Curse. Icejade Curse with the field spell and any Icejade makes it so your opponent can't activate monster effects to turn they're summoned. So not going to get that going. Opponent milling another 5 cards. Let's take another quick look at what got milled. Looks like just some random stuff on our side. In our opponent's side, they did mill some shadow cards, a Schism, and they have this Medora in the graveyard now, which means they can banish this to shuffle cards and from our graveyard into the deck. A lot of stuff going on. We're playing budget. Let's see if we can beat this turbo mill strategy. Opponent's got 1,000 effects activating. Let's see what happens here. It is still our turn. Opponent adding that Kelbeck back to hand. Shadow Core going to add the Shadow Fusion to hand. And Shadow Hedgehog gonna search for a Shadow Beast. Okay, opponent, it's our turn. Thank you very much. Let's activate our Icejade Cradle. Get our Agerine back in the graveyard. Special summon Cosmoclore, and with Cosmoclore and the field spell on field, that is our second UR. Our opponent monsters can't activate effects the turn they are summoned. While Icejade Cradle's on the field, monsters can only activate effects the turn they are summoned. Sorry, only the turn they're summoned with Cosmoclore. So if they were not summoned this turn, no activating of the effects. Let's get attacking. Opponent has no banished shadow monsters, so no effect there. Let's set our 2 Ice Bearers and activate Icejade Tremora to special summon our turtle from hand. Opponent not gonna let that happen. They are negating with Call by the Grave. You know what? I don't mind. I do not mind that one bit. Now right now it doesn't look like we're doing that hot, but just you wait. This ice barrier is the secret to our success. Opponent using Kelbeck to bounce our Cosmoclore back to hand. Now we got nothing but these 2 Ice Barriers. Opponent, what are you going to do? Shadow Fusioning. Making El Shadow Shekinagana. Going to shuffle some cards, or banish some cards from our graveyard. That's okay, we don't care about those. Opponent attacking. Ice Barrier effect number 1. Change an attacking monster's attack to 0. Negate its effects. And that is permanent. Let's activate the effect of the Ice Barrier in the graveyard. Add our Guardian Slime to hand, and this is the key. This is the secret, only in our opponent hitting us. That's gonna trigger the Guardian Slime. Special summon itself. And now we got it. Opponent, tribute summoning. Tribute setting, I should say. Adding a Schism back to hand. Setting the Schism. And passing the turn to us. Okay. Alright. Let's get special summoning from the extra deck. Egyptian God Slime. Level 10 water monster with 0 attack. Lets you get the God Slime from the extra deck. Definitely want to run 3 of these. That's going to trigger the Guardian Slime. Opponent schisming. They're worried. They're afraid. They're like, oh no, bad things are happening. I need to stop this. My meta deck is in trouble. Let's get that Shadow. Send to the graveyard the Egyptian God Slime, but it's too late, opponent. It's already too late. We search for the Ancient Chant. Let's normal summon Adrian. Search for the curse. Activate the curse. Now opponent's monsters cannot activate their effects the turn that they were summoned. That means this El Shadow, no activating. Let's activate the Ancient Chant. Search for the Winged Dragon. That's UR number 3. Banish the chant from the graveyard. Opponent, realizing too late they actually could have stopped this when that chant went to the graveyard. They had priority. They could have banished the chant. They could have shuffled it into the deck, but they missed it. They didn't see. They didn't see, and now they're in big trouble. Opponent shuffling cards back into the deck. We're getting our Cosmic Core, and now we can use the effect of the Cradle. Anytime a monster is summoned, you can target a monster you control, reduce its attack to 0, and then reduce your opponent's monster's attack by that same amount. But we really just want to set our attack to 0, because once it's at 0, we can summon the God Slime using our Cosmic Lord. And now we use it. It counts as 3 tributes for the summon of a monster. And that means we can tribute summon Winged Dragon of Ra, and Winged Dragon of Ra gets boosted by the chant. It gets the attack of all the monsters used for its tribute, meaning it's 3,000, and now we can activate our God's secret ability. Pay all of our life points to go to 9,000 attack. Attack over the Kelbeck for lethal damage. Love to see it. This is budget. This is the budget list. Alright, you stick with me here. I'm going to show you some more budget games, and then I'll show you the upgraded non-budget version of the list using new cards from the latest set. Let's get going. Alright, we're on budget game number 2. If you like this sort of video, let me know down in the comments, and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's set 2 ice barriers, see how that works. Now you'll see we're running a lot of budget options. Opponent, lightning storming our ice barriers away. This is something that happens. Opponent, foolish burial goodsing a cubic karma to the graveyard. Dark Hole, pretty good against sprites. We are running triple Dark Hole and Raigeki. Raigeki does not count as a UR because everyone gets one for free. We're going to add the Guardian Slime to our hand with one of our ice barriers. And this is the other way to get Guardian Slime on the field. Other than its own effect, we have Icejade tomorrow. That's why we're running the Icejade package. Let's start by Dark Holing though. Pop that VJM, the Cubic Seed. Can't be destroyed by battle. Let's activate. Get a Cosmic Lore. As long as we have a field spell on the field, we can summon the Cosmic Lore. Let's set up our Icejade Curse, although that's not going to do anything right now. Cosmic Lore on the field. Let's special summon Guardian Slime, Tribute Guardian Slime, for the Egyptian God Slime. That's going to search. You know what's happening. Opponent doesn't know. They're about to get hit. They're get slapped in the face with the chicken. Arise, Mega Chicken. Banish that chant from the graveyard. Tribute summon. Pay all of our life points for 10,900 damage straight to the face. Love to see it. Alright, let's do one more budget game. I'll show you the budget list, and then we'll do the upgrades. Let's go. Alright. Opponent is going first, and they are doing nothing. That's pretty suspicious. Pretty suspicious here. Now, we can Foolish Burial Goods, get ourselves the Egyptian God combo, but there's a problem. If you happen to draw Winged Dragon of Ra, then the combo doesn't work, because you need to activate the chant to get the chant in the graveyard to get the boosted attack points, and if you draw the chant, then you can't do it, because you don't have the chant in the graveyard. You can't get the additional tribute summon, and you don't get the boost. So that's a little awkward. Winged Dragon of Ra being in hand, but you know what? Doesn't mean we give up. Just because we can't do our super sick combo doesn't mean it's over. Let's search for the Adrian. Adrian gonna get summoning. Search for a Cradle. Cradle get activated. Search for the Cosmic Lore. Let's activate Ice Barrier. Get ourselves the Guardian Slime. Guardian Slime. Gonna get summoned. Opponent maxing, going to draw cards. All right. We knew this could happen. Now we could have put our opponent down. We could have put our life points at 100, and tribute summon the winged dragon. But we actually can't do that because we summoned our Agerine. And also putting your life points at 100 a little bit risky with a naked Egyptian god on the field. He doesn't actually have any protection. So let's slap our opponent down to 4,000. We got this dark hole. If they set up some board, maybe we can, live through this. Opponent hitting us with a Raigeki. All right, very rude. Very rude, opponent. So far you've played 3 URs, so you're out, right? You can only play 3. We're playing budget. That means you only get 3 URs too. We get to resummon our Agerine though. That is pretty nice. Let's just quickly see what happened here. Icejades Tremora has a secret effect that nobody knows about. If a water monster is destroyed while this is in your graveyard, you can banish it, special summon an Icejade from your hand or graveyard. So we get the Agerine, we get to search for the field spell. Field spell, very searchable. Opponent is playing Tri-Brigades. And I think they may be cheating there. I think they may be playing more than 3 URs. Although I guess to be fair, this Raigeki doesn't count, so they're really only at 2. Opponent, Karis, going to Link Summon the Bearbrum, going to discard a bunch of cards, special summon the Nerval, banish more cards to get their Ancient Warrior Oath. All right, that's 2. Opponent, that's 3. That's 4. That's 1 too many UR. They're gonna banish a card on the field when this is summoned and when another monster is summoned. So they're going to banish our Agerine. Very sad, non-targeting. Doesn't trigger Agerine's effect. Add the Revolt to hand. Are we done for? Are we in trouble? Well, we still got our Dark Hole, but we got to be careful, alright? Don't just throw the Dark Hole out there. Because we know opponents set the Revolt. And Revolt's going to let them get a second Shurik, for sure. If our opponent's playing 4 URs, there's no way they aren't playing another one. So we got to bait out that effect. So we can get this Dark Hole to wipe their entire field. Alright, let's activate. C-Note, Yugioh, and Cradle. Get ourselves a Tremora. Special summon the Cosmoclore. And maybe this was risky. Maybe this was a risky play. Maybe I should have got back the Agerine, because we could have got the Icejade lock. We could have got the effect lock for their turn, our turn. But we didn't go for it. We went for the risky line. Let's activate. Tremora. Getting banished in the graveyard by Call by the Grave. Alright. A little annoying. Now, fun fact though, while we have this Cosmoclore on field, and the field spell, these monsters, they were all summoned last turn, they can't activate their effects right now. So right now, Shurik, not activated. Ancient Warrior, not activatable. Let's go to battle. We can attack over this Ancient Warrior Oath, and opponent falling for the bait. They're activating the Revolt. Now, this Shurik that they're going to make right now is activatable because it's being summoned right now this turn. Shurik number 2. They're going to get 1 banish. Banish the Cosmoclore, triggering their kit. They're going to send a card to the graveyard. Send that Nerval to the graveyard. Alright, banishing the Cosmoclore. Adding a Fractal to hand. But now they've fallen for the bait. Main phase 2. Get hit them with a Dark Hole. Opponent, for some reason, sending our field spell back to hand. That is actually really bad for your opponent, because we can activate it and add one of our banished Icejades back to our hand. Why'd you do that, opponent? They were just reflex. They're like, oh no, hit activate, hit activate. Let's pass the opponent. Opponent, you got 1 more turn. Fractal. We're gonna get sending. Scareclaw, interesting, very spicy. Getting a Light Heart. Going to search for the field spell. Primitive Planet, and what is that going to do? Probably search for a monster. Visa Starfrost, alright. They are going to special summon it, or by destroying that. Scareclaw, hit us for 2100, triggering the Guardian Slime, and Guardian Slime is on the field. Opponent, you done goofed. You made a big mistake. Let's activate. Cradle. We drew the curse, and opponent giving up. No, opponent! They didn't even know. They didn't know that we could get lethal with the Egyptian god. Well, opponent, I'm a little upset that you did that, but I guess it's okay. Let's go on to the budget deck list. All right, here is the budget Icejade deck list. We are only playing 3 URs, and don't come at me and say Raigeki, because Raigeki doesn't count. All right, So our 3 URs, we got Cosmoclore, we got not Regeki, that doesn't count. We got Egyptian God Ra, and we got the 1 copy of the C-Note Neon Cradle. Alright, let's go through the rest of the deck list, and then we'll do the upgrades. Alright, so we got Psyframe Driver, 2 Gamma Gears. This is our budget interaction. Budget hand trap going second. Draw one of these Psyframes, you can negate monster effects. We got Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise. Talked about this. This lets you use Foolish Bearer of Goods to send Rainbow Bridge to the graveyard. You have to have the turtle in your deck, and if you have the turtle in your deck, you can activate this card in the graveyard, banish it to search for any field spells. So you could search for the Mount of the Bound Creator or your 1 copy of the Cradle. So that is a bit of a spicy package. There's probably a better deck for this to be in. I might try out later with some Alistairs, but we'll get to that later. Alright. We got triple Aetherine. This is great. You want 3 of these, 100%. Searches for any of your Icejade cards effectively. We got triple Tremora. You want to run this because you want to be summoning your Guardian Slime, so you got to have triple. Alright, we got Gameciel. We got Icejade Creation Kingfisher at 1. Our 1 god. We got triple Guardian Slime. Card so good. 1 Cosmoclore. Triple Dark Hole going second. You want a way to clear the board? You want a budget way to clear the board? You want to Shrek sprites? You just wipe their field. You activate Dark Hole. They negate it. Activate the second Dark Hole. You get them. Got the Regeki, same reason. Triple Foolish. Foolish lets you send, in addition to searching for any field spell, also lets you send Ice Barrier. Ice Barrier you can banish from your graveyard, search for any level 5 or higher water. That means Guardian Slime, that means Tremora, that means Cosmoclore, and you can also search for Kingfisher or a Gameciel, tribute your opponent's monsters. And if you already have a water monster in your graveyard, like an Aegirine, you can send the level 5 to your graveyard and then add the Aegirine to hand instead. Great card. Great combo. Alright. We already talked about those, so now we got 2 Pot of Extravagance and the 1 Pot of Prosperity. Now, our extra deck is all nonsense garbage monsters, and then 3 very critical monsters, the Egyptian God Slime. So it is possible that you can get super unlucky with your banishes and banish all 3 God Slimes, but the odds of that happening are pretty low. That is why I'm running 3 God Slimes in the extra deck. The other monsters don't really matter. Coral Anemone is good, but you might play it sometimes, but generally you don't really need it. So just hope you don't get unlucky with the pots. We got 1 Ancient Chant. Definitely want to run the 1, because this boy's bricky. He's the brick that you're going to draw and be sad about. The Ancient Chants you don't want more than 1 of since you're searching it with the Guardian Slime. Triple Cradle. Card's great. Searches all the Icejades. Lets you combo Wombo. 2 Mount of the Bound Creators. 1 Cradle. 2 Curses. Triple Ice Barrier. And the 1 Rainbow Bridge. In the extra, like I said, a bunch of nonsense monsters that don't matter. And triple God Slime. And we're running triple Coral Anemone. Alright. So now you've seen the budget deck list. Let's go on to the non-budget deck list. Alright, so this is the big money. The big money I want to flex. Icejade Egyptian Gods deck. What do we got in here? We got double Maxi, we got triple Aegirine, we got triple Tremora, we got 1 Icejade Creation Aegirocassis, lets you do your level 10 synchros. We got Gameciel, we got Icejade Kingfisher, we got the Winged Dragon, and his buddies are here. We got Ball Form gonna Shrek it up, and the Winged Dragon of Ra, Immortal Phoenix, very spicy little tech here. We got triple Guardian Slime, we got 2 Cosmoclores this time, and the Terraforming to search for field spells. Not running the budget package because we're just using our gems to buy more copies of the field spell rather than searching it. Triple Foolish Bearer of Goods. We got 2 Pot of Extravagance. We got the Ancient Chant. We got Icejade Cradle. We got Mount of the Bound Creator at 2. We got 2 C-Note Neon Cradles. We got 2 Icejade Curses. We got the new card, True Sun God. This card, pretty sweet. You'll see in the gameplay. Stick around. 2 Call by the Graves. 2 Ice Bears. In the extra deck, we got no nonsense. Triple Egyptian God Slime. Baron de Fleur. Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign. Number 47, let you attack directly. Downer Magician, rank up. Zeus. We got Alam Mirage. We got Coral Anemone at 3. We got an Appaloosa. We got an Access Code Talker. And we got Underworld Goddess. That's enough messing about. This is the flex deck. We got no expense was spared. We spent all the gems. Let's get to the gameplay. Let's go. Alright. We are showing off non-budget, ultra flex, big money Icejade Egyptian Gods. Opponent going first, Foolish Bearer of Goods. And they were playing Heroes. Alright, well Heroes very famously combo Wombos for 1,000 years. So I am going to silently sit here, and we're going to skip this. You'll just see their end board. Alright, back to our turn. Opponent, Wombo combo for 1,000 years. They got 10 cards in the graveyard. They got Sunrise. They got Neos Kluger. They got Elemental Hero, The Shining. They got an Absolute Zero. If this leaves the field, it's going to destroy all monsters we control. And they got Extra Hero, Wonder Driver. Alright, so that is their board. Let's see if we can mess it up. And we got the new True Sun God. Let's activate Terraforming, see if they got an Ash Blossom. Doesn't look like they do, but they do have Draw and Lockbird. We are going to have to negate that because we want to add stuff to hand. Draw is going to mess us up, so negate. Let's activate Foolish, and I'm the fool. Because once we activate this Ice Barrier, we're locked into waters, but I forgot about that. Let's activate Ice Barrier. Send the God Slime, the Guardian Slime, to our hand. Activate Mound. Mound makes our level 10 monsters not destroyable, can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. And let's special summon with the Tremora. Our Guardian Slime. Go into the God Slime. Search for the chant. Activate the chant. Search for the God. Activate the chant's effect in the graveyard. And we see it. We see the line. Ra has 10,000 attack. It's easy lethal. But did I make a big mistake? Well, I did, and you're about to find out why. Let's attack. Opponent, you can't target our god. But they can target their own monster with the Sunrise. Sunrise pop in the Wonder Driver so we don't have a lethal attack. Big mistake. We could have stopped this. We could have stopped this. And I'm going to show you how right now. Let's pop that. Pop that Sunrise in revenge. Deal 1,000 damage to our opponent. Opponent gets to resummon their Vision Hero increase. And main phase 2, we could have done this main phase 1. I was such a fool. True Sun God lets us search for the ball. We could have just turned all their monsters into the ball, leave them with the Extra Hero Wonder Driver, attack them. That would have been easy lethal. But you know what? We made a mistake. But just because we made a mistake doesn't mean we give up. Let's give them the ball. Ball form. They activate this, but this doesn't do anything because our monsters can't be destroyed if they're level 10 or higher right now because of the field spell. So that does nothing. Give them the ball. Get balled, opponent. Alright. They still got to get through this 10,000 attack Winged Guardian. They can't target him. They can't destroy him. We do have 100 life points though. Opponent, what do you got? What do you got? They are summoning more heroes. They are going into Dread Decider. 3,600 attack. Pathetic. Passing the turn. Giving us our ball back. And now it's time. Let's get in for lethal damage. Got him. Alright. We got a great hand. We got a great hand going second. I know I'm playing the cockroach, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Opponent, activating emergency teleport. Alright, you know what? It's cockroach time. You're gonna summon a million times, we're gonna draw a million cards. How could this go wrong? That's right. Opponent is a Wombo combo summon 1,000 cards deck. And we actually might be in trouble here. Because opponent's milling us with Keldos. And they're making us draw a billion cards. Are we going to get deck out? We got the Sphere mode. We had such a good hand going second. We didn't need to draw any cards. Is this the Maxi curse? Whenever I get Maxi'd, I always lose. But when I Maxi, my opponent Wombo combos 1,000 monsters. Opponent summoning more zombies. We're in 13 cards left. 12 cards. They're not stopping. There's no sign of stopping. Opponent not just a Wombo combo deck. They are a Wombo combo mill deck. Their Wombo combo involves milling us. They knew we were gonna max C. They wanted us to max C. Can they get us down to 0 though? We're at 10. Opponent summoning the Solitaire. Summoning the Uni Zombie. Sending more zombies to the graveyard. Summoning more cards. Vampire Sucker gonna get suck in. They're gonna try and steal a card from our graveyard. We're gonna dodge Ice Barrier. We send one of our 4 cards left to the graveyard to dodge that. Stop them from summoning. Opponent, you're done. You're done. You're out of this. Oh, they're getting back more cards. Getting back the Chaos Ruler. Milling us more. And that was the last card. Maxi killing us. on that last draw. Alright, well, you know what? Any deck can lose. And this one, lost to the Max C. Okay, the moral is cut Max C. Let's go on to the next game. I don't think Nibiru would have saved us in that game. Opponent going first. Set some back row. Are you playing Dino Morbs? Guess we'll find out. Opponent. Loop of Destruction. Interesting. Let's go for the Icejade lock. We got the Curse in hand. We got the Cosmic Lore. Let's get the Field Spell. Link off into Almirage. The reason we're doing this is because our Field Spell is going to let us get back the Agerine. Get back that Agerine to hand. Activate the Curse, Special Summon Cosmic Lore. In defense mode. We ain't about to make any risky attacks here. Let's send Ice Barrier to the graveyard. Activate the Ice Barrier. Is this lethal? Are we going to go for it? Guardian Slime in hand. Let's activate the Tremora. Special Summon. Get the God Slime, opponent. You better have something. If you got nothing, you're in trouble. Ancient Chant to hand. Activate the Chant. Mega Chicken. Arise. Can't believe Konami made so many additional cards for the Sun God in this game, and then they didn't give him an animation. Where's the animation, Konami? 10,900 attack points. Almirage protecting the Winged Dragon. No Mirror Forces for you, and that is lethal damage. Opponent made a mistake. They didn't play enough good cards. Let's go on to the next game. Alright. Let's go. We got Guardian Slime. We got Cosmic Lore. We got Agerine. Opponent playing Witchcrafters. Witchcrafters. Madame Vare. Prismatic. Gonna let them boost the attack of their Witchcrafters and negate monster effects by discarding cards. And at the end of each turn, their Witchcrafter cards get added back to the hand. I bet you're thinking, hey, Sim King, how do you know so much about Witchcrafters? Well, when I played Duel Links, Witchcrafters was a very strong deck, and it was also very popular. And there was one guy who ran the forum for Duel Links, duellinksmeta.com, and he loved Witchcrafters, even though they ended up not being very good. He was always saying, oh, they're good. The people are just misplaying them in the tournaments. Witchcrafters are actually good. Let's just negate Witchcrafters' effects right now. We got Lock. They can't activate their monster effects. Let's Foolish Barrigades. Search for the Tremora. Get add Tremora to hand. Special Summon. Special Summon the Guardian Slime. Special Summon the God Slime. Search for the God. The Ancient Chant. Oh wait, no, we can search for the true Sun God now. That's right. We can do an additional step. Sun God gets us to Chant, and then we can get the Immortal Phoenix. We got to be careful with Immortal Phoenix. Let's Tribute Summon. Activate our Chant. Tribute. Big boy. Thick God. Attack the Witchcrafter. Attack. And you may have noticed that we have a bit of a problem here. We have a bit of a problem, a small problem. Let's go into Coral Anemone. We actually have a bit of an issue here, which is we have 100 life points, and our boy Marin says Coral Anemone only has 2,000 attack. Let's special summon the Cosmic Lore and hope our opponent doesn't notice. Yeah, let's hope they don't notice. Okay, let's hope they don't notice. Opponent. Summoning the Witchcrafter Shmeta. Can't activate its effects though. Grass looks greener. Sending a billion cards to the graveyard. Adding a Magician's Right hand to hand. Are we in trouble? Are we done for? They're gonna flip a monster face down. Except, just kidding. You can't activate effects on the field, opponent. No activating effects on the field. So while we control an Icejade and the Curse and the Cradle and the Cosmic Lore, your effects can't activate. Opponent. Summoning the Vice Madame, and you know what? I'm going to activate now. I'm going to activate the field spell, reduce the attack. Opponent. Masterpiecing. But you know what? I did not even realize that I was safe this whole time. I thought I was about to die. Opponent. Get reduced. Can't kill us now. Opponent. Witchcrafter Holidaying. Summoning the Golem. Going to battle. Are we dead? Are we done for? Are we done for? 2,800 attack. It's easy lethal, right? Opponent conceding. Why did they concede? It's because the true Sun God says special summon monsters, except Winged Guardians of Ra, can't attack the turn they're special summoned. They couldn't attack. We were safe the whole time. I thought I was about to die, but I was saved by the new card. Alright. Beautiful victory. Let's go on to the next game. Opponent, salty roped us. Timed out the game. That's okay. You know what? That's okay, because we're here. We just give them their time. We let them salty rope. We win in the end. All right. Let's pot. Try not to banish our important combo pieces. 1 Egyptian God Slime is banished. A Zeus is banished. 2 Coral Anemones, but that's okay. We're good. We're good. Let's get the Agerine. Get the Cradle. Activate the Foolish Burial Goods. Search for the Tremora. Now, fun fact here. If you do the God combo with the Tremora, as long as you have not activated Ice Barrier, you can go into the Immortal Phoenix, who's unaffected by monster effects. Pretty sweet. But if you activate Icejade, Ice Barrier, then you're locked into waters. So you cannot special summon the god from the graveyard. Important to know that Divine Beasts are not water. Let's special summon the God Slime. Activate the effect. Search for the True Sun God. Monsters except Winged Dragon of Ra cannot attack the turn their special summon. Important little clause buried in the middle of this. Does impact our opponent as well. Let's search for the Winged Dragon. Tribute summon. And this is the mistake. I'm learning. Oh no, I'm trying to do it. I'm like, yes, Winged Dragon to the graveyard. We're going to get this Winged Dragon, and it activates, and it doesn't summon. What's wrong? Is the game bugged? No, I already told you why. It's because we activated Ice Bear. We're locked into waters. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We meant to do this. This is good. This is okay. Remember, Winged Dragon of Ra's are the only monsters that can attack the turn they're special summoned. Opponent, playing Sprites. Sprite Live Twin. What are they going to do? They're going to make it gigantic. They are going to Sprite Blue. And I see I was so upset I didn't even set my Call by the Grave. Sprite Jet. Sprite Starter. All these monsters special summon. Opponent. Oh, getting rid of our True Sun God. Alright, they can attack now. We are not safe. Not safe. Opponent activating the Sprite Elf. Summoning a Masquerena. Going to battle. Opponent hitting us. Not so fast. Ice Barrier reduced to 0. Get popped that Sprite Elf. And that's a big deal. Ice Barrier going to search. Let's get the Creation to the graveyard. Creation can summon itself to the field, or attach itself as an equipment to the field. Now, you got to be careful with this card. Only one of its effects can activate each turn. So the activate from graveyard to the field equip, that's once, and then on our next turn we can activate the effect to summon itself. Not both in one turn. So let's special summon itself, and special summon a Supreme Sovereign. Now, if we banish a card, which we can do very easily with this Call by the Grave, banish from field and graveyard with a Che Ying. Not bad, not bad. Opponent. Rudely negating with the Solemn Judgment. I can't believe how rude my opponent has been. Alright, that's fine. Backup plan. Foolish Burial Goods. Send a Foolish Burial Goods to the graveyard because we're out of Ice Berries. Let's activate Tremora. Special summon the God Slime. God Slime on field. No search. We have nothing left to search for. Cosmoclore on the field. Going to stop that Masquerena from activating, although I don't think it's activatable. Anyway, let's hit him. Lethal damage with the God Slime. Opponent showing off their Imperm. It's not going to do anything, and that is lethal damage with Icejade Gods versus Sprites. Top tier meta deck. No more. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.